Welcome back. We're going to go through this next roll of nickels. Another bank roll. 2000 P's have a best of. Forget exactly what it is. I think it's on the lettering. Looking for that doubling on the nose. I like to bring it. I'm going to add another camera because I like to bring up references so I can show you. If I do it on my phone, I could possibly show it to you if I do it correctly. I could show you the reference like that, or I'm just going to go ahead and hook this up to the laptop. I also like to get an overhead view of the table, but all in due time. Now keep in mind the doubling varieties are mostly all P's from 89 to present. The D best of varieties are 2011, 2014. So that can eliminate quite a bit of hunting. Unless you're just wanting to find varieties that aren't discovered. Kind of looking, ooh, there goes one for Zoe on the floor. Kind of looking like here, for a needle in a haystack. This is a 2001, and there's no known best of varieties on these. So you're looking at minor errors. Take a quick look at them for big dyed chips and stuff like that. But as far as doubling goes, obviously I'll look at the new ones from 17 up, 18 up. You could find a new discovery. I actually have a few nickels that aren't listed yet from 19 and up that I'll go ahead and put on a video. I'm looking forward to doing some videos on things I've collected over the past couple of years. I don't keep these unless there's an error or they're in really good shape. They're just common. I do have quite a collection of era coins, all modern, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, very few dimes because I don't like to do dimes. There's a small die break inside the left doorway. Not a premium whatsoever. Usually with the nickels I'll start with the date. Sometimes I don't. Most of the times I do. I don't take a look at the verse too terribly much. There's kind of no reason. If there's something on the back, I'll flip it over to the front. See if there's any additional errors going on. If I was younger, I'd probably take a little bit more time, but I'm almost 50. Ooh, there's a nice double die. Reverse. Top left of the doorway. That is a good one. Too bad the coin's beat up. But and that is 2019. Yeah. Pretty sure there's quite a few listings for that. For the double die reverses in that year. But that is a keeper. I basically hand these down, or going to hand these down to my daughter. She does a lot of hunting with me and loves doing the coin deal, coin hunting, and so whether they're in perfect condition or not, if they're a good, decent error, I'll save them in 30, 40 years. Who knows? But she's got quite a collection going. I think as far as nickels go, she's probably got a couple hundred double dies, maybe 300-400 die chips minimal. I don't know if that's a bag mark or a die. That's a die chip. That is an unusual spot. I don't think that's a bag mark or a hit. You can tell by underneath it looks like extra metal, unless something no, it took a hit, and this is how you tell. You're on something you can feel and they get stuck there. Oh. So something came in and hit it and pushed the metal. Boy, I tell you what, this is what a tack does to a nickel. Pretty interesting. We did a video on MK last night. If I do this and send it to my daughter, she's going to get a kick out of it. Oops. Trying to make an M. If you want to hear the whole story about MK, you can watch yesterday's video, nickel roll hunting, with a special guest. And that guest is my granddaughter. She's into it too. Alright, I'll take a snapshot of that later. Text it to my daughter. Actually, going to make a pointer. I don't like this, it's too big. And I don't like to tack because it'll scratch the coin. So I'm a woodworker also. I'm going to try to whittle something down that will be a perfect size for a pointer. There's a nice little beehive. Get some decent looking steps. No other things going on. Yeah, so I'm really thinking about doing a live stream. And then I thought to myself, well, today's Sunday and football's on, so I might do it on, say, a Friday night, Saturday night. We'll see. That 74p is got a best of variety doubling, and I don't see anything on here. So another thing I'm wondering is if I had, no, I don't think that affects it. I was going to say I have my comments turned off. You know, since I'm new and I haven't figured this whole thing out, it says, do you want it appropriate for kids? And I'm like, well, yeah. And I didn't realize that I turned off your comments, so I had to change that. But I didn't know if it would not allow you to like the video. There's a pre-die break here of a beehive. Not worth keeping. Clean coin, but nothing going on. Now, if you're wondering how I look at these, the reverse. In what order? I usually go to the windows and the doorways, and then I'll go to the left and look for beehives and chips. Then to the right, beehives and chips. Then I'll go down, see if there's any chips in the lettering. Y'all get used to your way of doing it. Been through quite a few of these rolls, bankrolled, and I was really hoping I would get some early dates, and I have not gotten much of anything. 40s, 50s, a couple of them, but I'm well overdue, and I'm probably 10 rolls in, if not more, and get about another 10 or 12. Well, there's another beehive. I'm going to assume that if there's a couple beehives in a roll, that these were not searched through. 76 is not a key date. 88P is not a key date. I'd also like to explain that I am not an expert on coins by any stretch of the imagination. I've been searching for a couple of years, and I've done as much research as I can. It'll be never endless. I can never say I'll learn it all, but what I try to do is learn my modern US coins and all their errors. And I want to say that I got pretty most all the errors stored in the Rolodex. I do have to go back for reference. I forget some here and there. But once you get most of them stuck in your Rolodex, then what I do is I'll research on how coins are made, things of that nature. Last night I watched a video on wheats and woodies and how the alloys are mixed in, all that fun stuff. Nothing there. I liked watching the coin roll hunting thing. It's cool. You can learn. I learned quite a bit from it in the past. But a lot of channels I watch, it's just sifting through and jumbling and bumbling and passing over coins that can have really good premium errors. Sometimes I'm not assuming, but I am assuming that some of them are staged. I don't know why. I guess they can get more views if they find more errors, but that's not me. You're getting these rolls, I'm opening them, and we're finding what we find. Alright, that's roll number 2. I think I'm going to take a break and come back and maybe do maybe do one more nickel, and then maybe go to some quarters. So anyways, I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining, and talk to you all in a bit.